Hi, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's weekly wisdom for today, August 28th through till September 4th. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, but I am also Angel Ariel. I walked into Claire Candy's body after a mutually decided upon soul exchange on January 11th of 2003. Now, you can find out more information on the different kinds of walk-ins, our mission here on planet Earth, which is so very important. And you can find this in my award-winning #1 Amazon International best-selling book, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, which contains lots and lots of information about walk-ins and my personal journey that began on January 11th of 2003. Now, this is the sequel to my other award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller, which is One True Home, Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness. And in this, I write about soul contracts, what happens to us when we cross the veil, and how we choose with our free will to come back and experience life here in the physical on planet Earth. Both of those books, and with my other book, which I don't have right next to me at the moment, is Angels of Faith, about how we are divine and we do not die. All of those books can be purchased on my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. They're also on Amazon in print form, in Kindle as ebooks, and they are also as audiobooks. I am the narrator, of course, the Angel Ariel character and the Ariel characters in the books. And also we have wonderful professional voiceover actors that breathe life into the other characters on the book. So you can purchase those audiobooks on Audible and the other books on Amazon or on my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. Now, a big shout out. I want to say thank you to so many people who support Angel Healing House and have donated to my YouTube channel. Perhaps you've listened to Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio over the last 10.5 years. Perhaps you've gotten free mini angel readings every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Blog Talk Radio, on Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio. My angelic family, the Posse of Angels, and we have given out free readings, and we love doing it. If you would like to donate, as others have, I left my PayPal account in the description box below, which is PayPal me, and that's at Angel Healing House, which is the name of my healing practice, my business. So let's get stuck into the energies which are swirling all around us. First off, how are you doing? How are you doing with this massive, massive influx of higher galactic energies that is helping us to raise our vibrational frequencies so that we can hold more light and we can raise our consciousness? So it's twofold. To say the least, this is an enormous undertaking for each and every one of us at this, really the first time ever in this planet's history that humans have decided and signed on to transform into light beings while still staying in their physical forms. Not a task for the weak, let me tell you. The light we hold in our consciousness, this is our spiritual self, is in many cases light years. Our consciousness is light years ahead of our physical bodies. And our physical bodies have to catch up. And we're being bombarded, thank goodness, with higher galactic light energies to do just that. Now, this is causing extreme tiredness, exhaustion. Some of the other things are tummy upsets with the digestion, pressure in the head. Let me see. Just sometimes there's a dizziness, a vertigo. It's good to go and get yourself medically checked out. As I don't consult and I don't advise, but a lot of these things are caused by the raising of the frequency and the galactic energies that are pouring into the planet now, because there's been enough people awakening on the planet who have welcomed in this higher light frequency of energy. And we've done this, and we've signed on to do this so that Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, can finally dispel the darkness and to become a planet of light. And in order to remain on Mother Gaia, planet of light, we have to become our crystalline light forms. So to help us to do this, remember, during these trying times of increasing frequencies and light energies on the planet, do practice a lot of self-care. Remember to eat clean. No preservatives, additives, flavoring, coloring, chemicals, things like that. Eat lightly. Eat organic. Ground yourself in Mother Nature. Go hug a tree. Go walk barefoot on the grass. Talk to the birds and the squirrels. They have so much wisdom. And if you can find time, do take time to rest or to sleep. Drink lots of filtered water and make time to sit in silence and just be still, just be quiet. Turn off your phone, turn off your notebooks, your laptops, and just be in silence. That is probably the greatest thing that we can do during these times, to allow ourselves the privilege of sitting in stillness and quiet. So, as we are speaking about frequencies, let's pull some of the Oracle of the Seven Energies cards to give us some messages, perhaps some insights for this upcoming journey as physical light beings being transformed on a planet that is ascending and shifting into light. So you can put in the comments below how you're feeling, if whatever ascension symptoms that you might be having. But please do remember to practice a lot of self-care. Many of my clients, I've suggested to them to sage themselves, to place greater protection around themselves. Call in the angels, call in your archangels, the ascended masters, Archangel Raphael and Michael and Archangel Uriel and the whole plethora of archangels. We can also call in the ascended masters like Saint Germain and Sanat Kumara, Hilarion. Look up ascended masters. Lord Sananda, who was Yeshua on this planet. Protect yourself, and also some of my clients have great a feeling of being cleansed and made whole again by taking salt baths. So there's a number of things, saging ourselves, walking out in nature, grounding ourselves, that we can do. So let's go to the cards and see what comes out. Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay, the first one we have is this one. It's a 41 card. It's number 5. There's a lady there, and she's riding on the back. Looks like a combination of a hawk and an owl, but I think it's a hawk. The card is a higher view, and the posse of angels are saying for us at this time of our raised vibrational frequencies is to give ourselves a time where we can sit in silence, where we can sit in stillness, and we can take a step back so we can get some distance to what is going on in the world, to see it from a higher point of view. We could let go of trying to name or blame obstacles and instead easily discover either a new path that we can take, or set ourselves on more compelling vistas. More can become available to us in all aspects of our life when we are able to step back and to get a little distance. And they do want to see your role as a light worker, as a star seed. Perhaps you are a walk-in like myself, a spiritual warrior on this planet. The world is wide open for us. And as high vibrational beings, powerful sovereign beings, multidimensional beings, we are creating our own realities. All you have to do is to move to a higher ground and be mindful and celebrate the spectacle of life's dance. Truly, each and every one of us is in the driver's seat now. And the hawks are about messages coming in for us. The posse of angels are also saying that messages and signs will be coming in, communication will be coming in for many of us to show us how to step onto our new dharmic paths. Now, dharma is different from karma. Karma is what goes around, comes around, basically. But dharma is our soul's highest purpose. And with it being our soul's highest purpose, we have to surrender and let go the expectation of the how and the when it comes in, and allow Spirit to dance that amazing, their amazing, infinite possibilities of magic, of synchronicities, and miracles happening in our lives. So that's the first energy, is to step back and see it from our lives from a higher point of view. And when we do this, they're encouraging us to 39, which is the master number 11, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a 3 number. And 3 is three, I always say, is the number of magic, where 2 or more are gathered in that name, miracles happen. But wishing upon a star. And they're saying, with that higher perspective, you can do, be, and have whatever you desire, and allow yourself in that time of complete stillness and serenity. Allow yourself to dream, allow yourself to play with different realities. What do you want to intend? Because every time you have a wish, a dream, an intention, the universe listens and it says, your wish is my command. So wish upon a star, then live. The trick is to live as if your wish has already been granted. Know that those beautiful dreams you've been nurturing are in the process of becoming real. I've helped so many clients over my last 20 years at Angel Healing House, my healing practice, that were wanting and waiting and waiting and wanting. And I said, well, that kind of energy is always going to keep you waiting and wanting. Instead, why don't you say, I am so excited about the inevitability of my dreams coming true. Now, immediately, the universe goes, oh, that's a different energy than the lack and the scarcity of waiting and wanting. I am so eager and enthusiastic, and I'm so amazed, and I feel so giddy and wiggly and excited about the logical conclusion, or the logical thing that is going to happen to me next, which is the fulfillment of my dreams, because of all the focus and attention that I put on that. So do watch your thoughts, your words, and what you say, because it's really important. Don't forget that the act of wishing and dreaming and intending, it's so much more important than figuring out the how and when things are going to happen. It does show that the universe, that you're very serious about playing the co-creative game of life with Spirit, as you trust the essence of this partnership. We were never meant to do it alone. Remember, every dream you believe in and hope for is a call. It's like you're calling out to a twinkling star, starlight, star bright. I wish upon this star tonight. And please know that no wish is ever wasted. That's how important you and your wishes are to the universe. As my angelic family, the Posse of Angels, and I mentioned on our last week's Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show, which, by the way, airs every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the energies of this past week have been nothing less than very intense. And as we traverse these new, higher dimensional spaces we find ourselves in, many in the conscious collective are welcoming. They're welcoming a new passage that is going to be bringing us greater freedoms, greater liberation, and more scope for expansion in our lives. There are many in the conscious collective who are feeling this new sense of liberation, and several of my clients have said that they feel as if there's a split from the third dimension to, from the fifth dimension and higher. This is because the split in the consciousness, in the elevated consciousness of those on the planet with higher consciousness and holding more light, and those who choose to remain in the lower dimensional energies of chaos and drama and separation and division and judgment and blame and all of those things. So, whether we're going to remain in the lower dimensional frequency or the higher dimensions of the fifth dimension and higher is solely determined by not our opinions, not our thoughts, not our choices, not our opinions and our choices and our decisions. It's solely determined by the amount of high frequency energies and light that is being held within us. To arrive at this higher frequency place, we had to get to this stage to surrender all those aspects of ourselves that went counter to our divine eternal natures. And we certainly needed to release them completely into unconditional love, forgiveness, compassion, and peace. By harboring any lower dimensional energies of, again, things like separation, it stopped us from aligning with our wonderful, powerful, sovereign natures and connecting to our God, Goddess, Creator within. Now we can create our realities from this place of powerful, infinite, limitless possibilities and wholeness, as many have healed any illusions, any programming and distortions of limitations that went absolutely counter and against our divine inherent birthright. You know, when I was speaking to a client this week, she mentioned that she actually felt like she had broken through to living in a mystical realm where anything was possible. And I thought, how amazing is that? And I'm sure many of you have been feeling that with each passing day. Yes, there are the ascension symptoms, but it seems like we have broken through to a whole new realm, a higher realm, a realm of unconditional love, a realm of pure compassion and peace and unity and acceptance on this planet. But to give us more insight about adjusting and navigating to our new surroundings that many find themselves in, I went to my sacred oracle cards, The Sacred Forest by Denise Lynn, these. And the cards that came out when I did a pre-shuffle was this card. I love the backs of this card with the Pegasus. The Pegasus is about new beginnings and starting new and strength and courage to fly. But we have this card, which is Spirit Guardian of Spring or activation. Now, just looking at the card, we see these beautiful stars. And we just had the Wish Upon a Star card. So maybe that's more confirmation about attending to your wishes and how your wishes are all heard And the more that we can just know this in our hearts and have fun and play, that they will take care of themselves. So, and then when we're giving a sign to take inspired action towards them, with ease and grace and fun, then we step forward. But not to worry and be in fear or doubt about any of our dreams coming true. The maypole, dancing around the maypole in celebration, and the swan at the bottom. Swans to me are always a sign of calmness. They're always a sign of serenity, of just gliding easily and gracefully through life. Their little webbed feet are, going a mile a minute under the water, but to all intents and purposes, when we look at them, they just seem to be gliding through life. But this is activating. This is a time of activation for so many of us. And the card is saying, forge ahead with courage and certainty that a new beginning awaits you. Now, again, we are at a stage, the higher consciousness of the conscious collective, that we are going to be stepping onto new paths, our dharmic paths, our paths of our soul's highest purpose. So be courageous and be forthright. Make your decisions swiftly and with confidence, and then act on them with steely resolve. You're not doing this out of superiority. You're not doing this to show anybody, to have revenge. You're not doing this for the ego. You're doing it because you're just presenting yourself in the most authentic, courageous, and forthright ways. Get ready, because big changes are on the horizon. Things that have been incubating are now coming to life. A profound transformation is ahead. Now they're saying here, take risks, but they really are not risks, because when your intuition gets you excited and wiggly and giddy about stepping forward, then you keep going. Prepare for this time of upheaval. It's coming. It's a time of fluctuation and renewal, and the end result for not only us as crystallining light beings living on a planet that is ascending into light, but it's for all of the collective as well. So there we have that beautiful card. And the fairies, those light fairies that are attached to those ribbons around that tree, and they're celebrating there. The other card that came out with this was, I thought, very timely, and it was Stag Spirit. And this is the card of leadership. This is the calling to claim leadership of your life. Now is the time to step out of the shadows, and the posse of angels can't stress this enough, for you to become a beacon for others. Don't allow anyone or anything to dim your light. What do you think you had been working towards? You may be asked to take on a position of authority. This is your time to step up and shine. Just breathe and just be yourself. A true leader is someone who is commanding, passionate and motivating. They have a vision and are able to make decisions with clarity and strength. You will empower others simply by being who you are, and who you are is enough. So you inspire others to greater heights. Please step into your leadership role. You are a beacon for others. Shine in your own life. Be gentle with yourself. But please do not play small. Take action. This is your time. Step up. And if you haven't been shown yet on how to do that, all you need to do is to say to Spirit, put up your hand and say, I'm ready. I'm ready to step onto my dharmic path. And when the time is right, you show me how to step forward. And I will say, yes, that's all you need to do. And then miracles happen. Speaking about different realms like the sacred forest, with these beautiful energies taking us ever higher into higher states of consciousness, many like myself have finally been able to connect with unicorns. That's right, unicorn energy. That is one of the highest, clearest energies, and it's on the same level as connecting with the angels. Now, unicorn energy is innocent. It's often childlike, pure, peaceful, forgiving, compassionate, kind, generous, and just oh so loving. Many have now been able to connect because their energies have been heightened to hold more light, and because they are of and because they have elevated to higher states of consciousness, presto, we can connect with beautiful beings of light. So when I went to my unicorn cards, this one came out, and these are the Diana Cooper unicorn cards, golden cards there. And this one came out, which is a number 22, which is the card of the master builder. It's taking all of the wisdom and the knowledge since you have been awake on this spiritual journey, and all that you've garnered over and learned about yourself, softened, forgiven others, let go of judgment this last 18 months to 2 years. And this 22 is bringing us in new openings. A new door is opening for you. And there we have on the little shelf there, I wonder if you can see that, is a key. And the key is very significant because the card says the unicorns are offering you the key to a new opportunity. Your guidance is to be aware of what is being made available to you now. So do be very observant about the signs and the messages coming in. And if you cannot see it, if you cannot see what that new sign or message is, they want you to take this key, the one that the unicorn is offering you, and they want you to be inspired to create your own opportunities. Meaning, what is it that you would love to be doing it with your life? Maybe you're a dog lover and would like to create a property and go in with others somewhere to be able to have a dog rescue. And this is certainly, I'm not surprised that the Posse of Angels gave me that example, because it's about what is the greatest good for the collective and not for the egoic self. We're not doing anything anymore just for us, but we're doing things for the greater good of the collective. So seize all available opportunities, and you can also make your own. So there you go. That's the unicorn energy that is coming in of the highest vibrational light for us. As our energies soar higher and higher, many are feeling regenerated, renewed, rejuvenated, washed clean as we live in the higher dimensional frequencies. Now, last week on Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio Show, on Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I spoke about the keys to entering the fifth dimensional living, which are the keys. It's funny that that key came up, but the keys to living in the higher dimensions are A, being in unconditional love, no longer separation, division, and judgment, and B, being in service to God Creator and not to the egoic self, the ego self within. This means to serve the group consciousness by reflecting authentically who we are without reservation and helping others to know that they are divine, God, Goddess energy as well. In order for us to help others and for this to happen, we had to embrace and embody our own divinity within and let go of any distortions and dispel any limitation programming that we were in competition with each other. Now that is so ludicrous. which absolutely goes against our divine eternal natures. There is no competition. You were made as a direct reflection of God's source energy, and and you are so singular and so unique that there is no other energetic signature in any space and time and dimension that is you. And you are not in competition with anyone, no matter what anybody tells you. Uh, you are only in alignment with who you are and your joy and passion and excitement to bring forth your wishes and your dreams and your intentions. So once we align with the higher energies of unity consciousness, the trick is to hold these high frequencies. The more we do this, the more we create realities of love and light, forgiveness, unity, and peace. Can you imagine if everyone put their focus and attention on this, how the world would change to reflect this immense light? Now, having aligned ourselves in unconditional love and service to God Creator, the posse of angels is sharing with us that our final assessment, it's like we're going through a final test to see if we are 100% in alignment and only of that highest vibrational alignment. And to get there, we need to completely forgive. Many light workers and star seeds, spiritual warriors, walk-ins like myself, they are finding it very difficult to forgive those who would knowingly commit crimes against humanity to depopulate the world, knowingly causing death, harm, destruction, and evil. And many in the collective want to see justice done to those who have committed heinous acts. Nevertheless, it is of great importance to remember that forgiveness is being of service to others in one of the very highest forms possible. Because the universe is in each one of us, and we are one, it's imperative to realize that even though we may not have committed those crimes, each of us has the same inclination within us to do harm and evil to others, as we have also been blessed with the free will to do so. One of the most effective ways to forgive others is to forgive ourselves, take responsibility for our part in contributing to any negativity and lowering the vibrational frequency of the planet so that the dark agenda could continue. And this becomes much easier when we connect to the divine light within us. Oh, and the posse of angels is adding, they're sharing that when it comes to enforcing and seeing any kind of justice for these heinous acts, we must be in complete faith and trust that God, Source Creator, will dismantle and dissolve all the darkness on the planet, and that includes all forms. I'm reminded of the words of Ascended Master Lord Sananda, Yeshua, when he said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." For if someone could do these dark, heinous deeds, they don't need our hate. They don't need our vilification. They need our healing love. So I hold them in the healing arms of the angels and in the unconditional love of non-judgmental God Source Creator. Our role here on planet Earth is not to try and change anyone's opinions, anyone's beliefs, or to influence their choices, for all these are judgmental, and we certainly would not like anyone judging or discriminating against us because of our beliefs. Our role on planet Earth is plain and simple: to love. And remember, love is infectious. The best place to start to grow love is to slow down the pace of your life. Close the notebooks, close your phones, close your laptops. Be kinder and gentler and more mindful as to how you can support yourself with love and kindness, peace, serenity, forgiveness, compassion, and self-care. Once we build this up within ourselves, we become the reflection for the world to see the love that we have for ourselves inside, as we reflect this out to others as an example of what they can also feel and give to themselves. We're here to lead by example. So, to help us get into this very serene, quiet, graceful path of the yogi, I went to my yogic path by, what's her name? Sahara Rose. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful cards. And this one came out. It just popped out. It's Radha, Radha, goddess of passionate love and longing. And it says, are you in love? Well, you may very well be soon. Radha is the goddess of deep surrender when it comes to love. She is a passionate lover. Radha represents the desire to merge with and lose yourself in the utter ecstasy of love. If you aren't already in love, it's well on its way, already occurring all around you. All you need to do is to stop and be still and quiet and to reaffirm and to let the angels give you signs and messages as to how you are loved, cherished, and adored by God and the angels. Allow yourself to lose yourself in the divine dance of love by just experiencing your own soul in complete love, because that's what you were made in. So, thank you for that yogi message there. While I'm going to be shuffling these cards, I want to just finish off by saying that Mother Earth, our wonderful, amazing blue planet, Mother Earth, is being liberated into a planet of light, where each and every one of her inhabitants will be a high frequency, loving, forgiving, multidimensional being, and each of us will have self-governance and will live here where everyone has powerful, sovereign, equal rights. No more division, no more separation, no more judging each other's, but simply unity for the greatest good of self and the greatest good of all concerned, in all ways, working, thriving, creating, connecting, and collaborating for the betterment of our beautiful planet. So, just to wrap up, postcards from Spirit. I love these cards. And they're by Colette Baron Reed. Cardmeister extraordinaire that she is. Such a beautiful soul, and I love the way she pens her messages in her cards. So let's pull one of these cards out. Okay. Spirit said to pull two. So the first one is, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing upon you. Remember, all you have is the present moment. We would like you to take a little break from all that and to start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted and be really mindful of where you're putting your attention, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. Okay, so lighten up so that Spirit can move us in the direction of our desires, intentions, and wishes. We just need you to let go a little bit. Spirit needs some wiggle room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you're having fun. When was the last time you got really loose and silly and goofy and giggly? For me, well, it was like a second ago. Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very funny comedy to make you laugh, or call a friend who you know will remind you of how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. you will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. And on the bottom it says, don't you just love how much we care about you? So that's so beautiful. And on the front of that postcard was Be Fearless. And they had me choose this one that says, you are magical. And it's got a beautiful butterfly on the back. There's a balance between activity and rest and ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you're faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is surrender and non-resistance. Soon enough, you'll see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times when you must trust the river of life. You know, I like the song, Row, Row Your Boat. It doesn't say gently up the stream. It says gently down the stream. Go with the flow, and in no time, you'll reach what you have your heart set on and your hopes and desires. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above water and will direct the currents, but you must have faith and you must trust. When it's time for a greater effort, you'll know exactly when you'll need to work those manifesting muscles of yours. It can be challenging to master the flow cycles of your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents. For we're right here, and for we're right there with you with our little umbrella drinks, smiling at your success. And if there's one thing that I know about being a member and part of my angelic family, the posse of angels, is we get so excited at other people's success because we know that we are that other person. And if they're having success and we know about it and it's drawn to our attention, then that means that success is coming for us and it's inevitable and it's just logical. So let's finish off with some magic. Making magic. I love these little cards. So remember this week to take some time out as we transition, as we go into September, the season of harvest. We're going, and we're actually in Virgo season now. Oh, there's the first card. Another two, Spirit. In many places. Oh, we're coming up to the, there's the other one. We're coming up to the equinox. We're coming up to the equinox, the time of the halfway point in the world, or actually it's halfway through the astrological wheel, and the equinox is the halfway point. So we finished that cycle and we're about to start a new cycle. And that begins on September 22nd, which is, ta-da, which is Libra season, which I love because it's my sun sign. Happy birthday month for me coming up. Yay. Okay, one more. Come on, Spirit. One more. You said, no, I'm not going to take all of those. Okay. Thank you for that. This one came out. The first one was work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. And that is the symbol on this water card. This could be go down to an ocean, a lake, a pond, a stream, a bog, maybe not a bog, but someplace that has water. They're saying, and call in the water fairies, perhaps the water nymphs and sprites, and connect with them, connect with their magic. You can have salt baths. Doesn't have to be salt baths. I like to take baths, and I like to throw rose petals in the bath because I'm worth it, and so are you. Next card that's coming in is our dragonfly. And dragonfly is, you bring light to the world. Hey, you sure do bring light to the world. And they want you to step up like the stag spirit that said, leadership. Step into your leadership and be the example of that light on the planet. And dragonflies are all about change, and they're also about illusion. Whatever illusion or distortion perhaps you've been told that goes against your divine nature, step into your divine creator, God, goddess energy and shine that out to the world. I love that they gave me this last one when I was pushing them. And this one is Little Luxuries. And it says, generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. So maybe give yourself a little luxury. Perhaps if you have the funds to give yourself a massage or a facial or something. And if you don't, then have the luxury of sitting sitting in the sun and having the blessing of the sun on your face, the wind in your hair, and the beautiful fresh air to breathe, and the wonderful, beautiful energies of Mother Earth. Sit in stillness. Feel Mother Earth as she spreads her arms up to the heavens. After eons of time, she's shaking off the dark, and she has a halo of light around her. Contribute to Mother Earth's light every single day. I hope all that has been helpful for you. I would love if you're interested in any of my information on intuitive counseling, past life clearings, ancestral healings, angel readings, learning Reiki, of course, the beautiful healing energy of Reiki, either in my office here in Santa Monica, California, or online, as all my sessions, including the distant Reiki, are over and online. Please do call Angel Healing House on 831-277-3716, or please visit my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself this week. And I'm wishing you love and angel blessings. I will be on Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio, like I am every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, this coming Thursday, and we will be speaking about Virgo season and the magic that is going to be unfolding in September. Take care, everyone. Bye.